assigning an entirely new identity to a hunk of plastic, also known as doll customizing, has always been on my bucket list. According to the fandom wiki, doll customization is where you take a doll and give it a makeover using paints, pastels, and / or pencils. OOAK stands for one of a kind. Means there's only one of it in its existence at any given time. Usually a term for customization because at any given time there's usually one of a custom. It's considered an art form and most of the time they buy commercial dolls, Monster High being a fairly popular commercial doll brand among the community. We do not talk about the reboot. Although there are already base dolls that are made specifically for people to paint over, face-ups are another common term in the community, and it's when artists create a completely new face for the doll. It can be either to enhance certain features or entirely change it. Alright, so with the basics out of the way, I installed Shopee for the first time and ordered a blank. I was about to say Figma, but I don't think it's a Figma. I can't remember. I think it's SH Figua. It's on the screen, link in the description, and it's one of those drawing reference thingies. I excitedly placed my order, and when the very long-awaited day came,
the number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is...
Kill me. Well, maybe you should have double-checked your address before inconveniencing your neighbors and embarrassing yourself. Well, in my defense, you know how Asian apartments do the thing where they like skip numbers? So they have like number A, number B, instead of actually saying the actual number because of a superstition and stuff? Well, my apartment does that, but at a whole new level. The mentally ill aside, let's get this baby open. Small head, small hands. Here's a very creepy pan of a girl's body. Feel free to screenshot. Her shoulder blades also didn't conform to my beauty standard, so I removed them. Also, in case you actually took this seriously, she came with herself, a few pairs of hands, a stand, and a few basic accessories. Now with her shoulders gone, there was nothing covering this. Oh hey Ballora. So to fix that, I ripped out the old socket and... I can't talk. So to fix it, I ripped out the old socket and created a new one with hot glue after many failed attempts. It works the exact same way that the old one does, where it fits perfectly and just plugs in. It's just that now it's deeper into her torso, which lets her arms be closer to her, so that we don't get that, you know, gaping hole into the abyss. Also, please ignore the fact that she's already half done. I went, you know, this isn't good enough to post, so I stopped, you know, recording my process halfway, but then halfway I realized, maybe I should record it. I'll still narrate my progress, it's just that, you know, you'll see it, the progress being done on a doll that's already been progressed. I don't know, but you get it, you should get it, I hope you get it. You'll get the hang of it. Also, can we just take a moment to notice how long it took me to get around to editing this? That this white spot on my nail has already almost grown out. Then I aggressively exfoliated her face with sandpaper to give her that matte finish and an anime-shaped face. And in case you're wondering about the botched breast reduction surgery, gaping hole into the abyss, I did it because I didn't know how to sew clothes for curvy dolls without making it look like, you know, this. You know, just like bulk central over here. Because instead of learning how to provide for her needs, why not permanently changing her body and end up botching it? Also, I'm holding my earphone mic in a new way because I saw Makara Tours doing it, so I hope it sounds better. If it sounds worse, too bad, because I'm holding it like this for the rest of the video. Yeah, Makara Tours! Also, life update, I have another mouth ulcer, but I really don't want to give myself any more excuses to not edit this anymore. Anyways, I ended up exfoliating the rest of her body as well to give it all that matte finish. Then after that, I halfway painted her face and robot arm. Also, remember when I said I exfoliated her entire body? Well, that kind of backfired because after sanding it down, exfoliating, the plastic had more teeth for the paint to grip onto, which is great. I love gripping onto paint, but there's also more teeth for dirt to grip on, so her entire body got all dirty. And because I didn't use any sealant or anything, it kept getting dirty, so you're looking at me clean it now, but later on it gets dirty anyways. So she's set in an apocalyptic world, say that the dirt is part of the story. It gives her character. It's completely on purpose.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Also, I found this light in my room and I thought I could make my videos look at least a little better, but it didn't work out in the end. Oh, I was not ready for that. My videos will forever have bad lighting because I cannot figure out lighting ever and will never be able to. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, so we finished up the painting. Honestly, think it looked better before, but
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
tried adding some blushing, but I didn't have pastel, so I tried dry brushing it, which didn't turn out so well. But
We have happy accidents.
also, I somehow snapped her toes off.
Happy accidents.
If Bob Ross says it, it must be true, right? You know, the process might not be going so smoothly, but that's fine. It adds some quirk to our character. It adds some, sentimental value. Everything is fine and dandy. So after the body and head are settled, I use the term settled loosely. I picked out some yarn for hair. Thought that this one fit quite nicely. Also, we had a lifetime supply of this specific yarn, meaning I didn't have to worry about wasting it. I mean, if you think about it, I'm still wasting it. It's just that I have more to waste. I guess that's somehow better. Soft. I think social distancing is really getting to me. Then I cut out short strands of yarn, tied it to the hanger, then used a pet brush to comb it out so it looks more like hair. And don't forget to put your excess yarn in your halfway done plushie. By the way, at this point of time, I had decided to document my process properly, so from here on out, the footage is going to get a lot more consistent.
Brush and brush and brush and brush my hair.
Haha, mustache. Now, it was time to give her some drip. So after a failed attempt of a tube top undershirt, I wrapped a ribbon of the same fabric around her for like a bandage thing. I don't think it'll keep her warm. I don't think it will keep her protected, but it's easy to make. And don't you know my motto? Fashion over function, because I am uber fashionable. Next, it was time to make something to go over the undershirt.
First I choose a fabric from the rack and I pin the pattern down. And I stitch it in the front and back and it turns into a gown.
I look for pattern. Why free pattern so hard? Fine, I draw my own on fabric.
Where did I put my stand? I don't know. Hello, stand. After an improvised photo session with my butt-naked model, I used acrylic paint to stain her clothes to make it look all worn out and gross to match her setting. But you won't be able to see the majority of it because it's kinda out of frame over here. I was watching Pixar's new movie Soul while doing this, so hey, at least you'll get some audio of that.
Just do it. No, not on the lip. Who let this lunatic in here?
Guys, this sounds like a bop.
And instead I hear you've taken another gig. Tell her that this one is different. This one's different. Does this gig have a pension? Health insurance? It's the same as the other ones. It's like you can't even be truthful with me. Fine, we'll get the suit off the rack somewhere. My mom has never understood what I'm trying to do with my life.
Fine, we'll get a suit off the rack somewhere. My mom has never understood what I'm trying to do with my life.
Oh, of course Pete Docter is behind this. I don't wanna edit. I haven't edited in 3 days and I've been giving myself excuses to not edit, but I need to edit, but I don't want to edit. But when I start, I go, whoa, this is fun. I hate this. So, she's been looking rather cold down there. Time to fix that. Let's make pants. Please do not mind my disorderly order of steps that I do. After I breezed through the pants making process, I tried to sew on a chain, but it didn't work out. So I slapped on a belt so I could slap on some chains so that she could be a TikToker. Hair. So at 1 a.m. I took my yarn from before, slapped it onto her noggin, and followed my motto of just hacking off areas that I feel like hacking off. That's really how it goes in life. Which leads us here. Now for the last step, it was time to do something that Miguel could never do. Make shoes. I started off by squirting some hot glue onto my science book. I'm so sorry, teacher. But we didn't have enough glue sticks, so I used my finger to help push the glue out, which hurt a little bit. Then I ripped that sucker off like a band-aid or glue in an oddly satisfying compilation. Now, welcome to my aesthetic, satisfying ASMR. Let's get to peeling. Oh, that's a good shed. Those are not good nails. Then I trimmed them into the shape of a soul. Soul. Once they were done, the little buggers kept going missing, so I had to put them somewhere safe while I wrestled with glue-soaked fabric to make toe caps. Hey, let's play a game. Spot something wrong in this clip. I'll give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's this. It's this. It's very wrong. Why is there glue on it? How did it even get there? What is this? What's this? What's this? There's color everywhere. Oh. So next I worked on the quarter of the shoe and skipped out on the tongue because ew.
Thing that's swinging the back of my throat.
Then I painted them, but this time it's actually out of frame over here. Also, I forgot to mention this earlier, but this process reminds me of batik, which is like painting on fabric, basically what I'm doing, and they use like wax to keep some of the paint like in the lines and stuff. It's really cool. I suggest everyone to try it out one day. Then I painted the soles. Soles. Where? Then I threw everything together and finished it off with a nice neat bow. I don't know how she messed up tying her shoes this much. Hashtag apocalypse things. And oh my gosh, are we? I'm not crying. We are done. Bring back the intro music, y'all! I added the little phone charm thing because I thought it looked cool, but if you think about it, that whole waist area seems incredibly impractical. But maybe she's just that confident in her abilities that she wants her enemies to hear her chains like jingling before she bats them to death. The whole project, including this video, took around 6 months of on and off work. And I mean very on and off because there'd be entire weeks where I wouldn't touch anything. Did I give her an eye patch because I couldn't draw the other eye? Yes. Did I put her in a post-apocalyptic setting because I couldn't be neat for the life of me? Yes. But it's my first time, I'll let it slide. This was incredibly fun to do. In fact, I'm already planning for my next one, so we'll see when I get around to doing that. So thank you for watching, and bye-bye! Our lovely lady now resides with Mr. Maskey and... dang, I forgot her name. She had a canon name. Vanilla Peach. We'll call her that for now. She now resides with them and just stands there. Sometimes she moves out of position. It's not maybe because she's haunted. Maybe. We don't know. We don't know. She came from China. China haunted. No, it's not. Maybe it is. Who knows? I won't speak for the ghosts. I don't know what tangent I'm going on.